Hello all and welcome to All Red. Well, now that we're done drinking the tears of our rivals and the Premier League has been secured, I almost forgot that there was actually a match this weekend to be played against Chelsea away from home at Stamford Bridge. But alas, we have 4 matches left in this season and Liverpool travel away. And really what this comes down to is, how does Arne Slot set up this team? There's really one question. Does Arne Slot want to continue to rack up points in the Premier League, or does Arne Slot not care and he's just going to try some different players out, different formations, and maybe see what he has for next season with some players? Now, I know one thing about Arne Slot, and that is he does not like to lose. He doesn't like to lose football matches. So my personal opinion is that Arne Slot is going to try to win the remainder of his Premier League games, which means he's going to continue to field what he believes to be his best starting 11. Now, that is my opinion, and I'm going to set up this starting 11 based on what I think Arne Slot is going to do. Not on what I would do if I was manager, but on what Arne Slot is going to do. So let's dive right in and look at what Arne Slot is going to do to set up his team to beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. So I think he's going to keep Alisson Becker in there. I don't think Caoimhin Kelleher, well, I could see a case where Caoimhin Kelleher comes in, but I think a lot of these players are going to want to continue to play in these matches. And honestly, with no pressure, with nothing on the line, I actually think we might start to see this team play even better than what they have. And maybe Arne Slot now is going to start implementing slot ball a little bit more. Maybe he's going to start implementing and trying out some different tactics, some different styles of play. But I think Alisson Becker's in there, and I think it's Van Dijk and Konate at the back. I could see a case for maybe Gerald Kwanzaa coming in for Konate. I'd have a hard time seeing Virgil van Dijk sit at all for the rest of the season. I just don't see that happening. I think these players are going to want to come out and continue to ball. Trent Alexander-Arnold's back in. I could see Trent or Bradley, but I think it's Trent. I think Trent Alexander-Arnold's going to be back in. And by the way, I don't know what's happening with this guy. Honestly, I could see a world where Trent Alexander-Arnold stays because we just won the Premier League. And Real Madrid are absolute trash right now. They are garbage heap. So I don't know. I really don't know what's happening with Trent, but I'm starting him. I'm starting Trent. And then I think it's Robertson as well on that left side. Liverpool, we struggled. Our defense struggled a little bit the last time we played Chelsea. Nicholas Jackson scored a goal to level it up at 1. And then, of course, we promptly scored after that, Curtis Jones, to win that game 2-1 at Anfield earlier this season. But I think this is a back line that is pretty solid. Obviously, we let in a goal, Solanke, off of a corner kick or a set piece. That is a concern. But I think this is the back 5 here. And then who steps into the midfield? So I think it's Gravenberch and McAllister, of course. There's been a lot of talk about Alexis McAllister over this past week. Rumors going to Real Madrid. And also people just saying he has been absolutely excellent. I think McAllister has eclipsed Gravenberch this season as our best midfielder. There was a time where Gravenberch was the guy. Everybody was talking about Gravenberch, and Gravenberch's been great. Don't get me wrong. But I do think McAllister has been our best midfielder this season. He's just been so consistent. He's been scoring goals. He's been assisting. He's been contributing in every area of the pitch. He's a bulldog. He can break up the opposition attack. And it also seems like he gets the short end of a stick when it comes to just the other team fouling and having hard fouls on him. He just gets beat up, but he just continues to go. So I love this guy. I honestly think Alexis McAllister is moving up the ranks for me personally as my favorite player to watch for Liverpool right now. So, and then there's a question here of, is it Curtis Jones or is it Szoboszlai? I think it's going to be Szoboszlai again. I really do. And I think Szoboszlai played really, really well against Tottenham. I was very, very impressed. Lot of action up top. Had a couple, I think, did he have 2 assists? 1 or 2 assists? I can't remember. But he played so very well against Tottenham. and was everywhere on that field, which is what we want to see from this guy. So a couple more goal contributions in this one against Chelsea would be fantastic. And by the way, Chelsea are on a good run of form. They've only scored one less point than Liverpool over the past 5, and they are going to be desperate. They are fighting for top 5. So Chelsea are not going to come out and just lay down because we're champions. That guard of honor is going to be sweet, but I think Chelsea are going to fight for this, and I think Liverpool are going to have fun. Score predictions coming up. Anyways, Gakpo on the left. Gakpo is fantastic against Tottenham. He's really coming back into form, which is great to see. Really great to see. Love me some Gakpo, and I think it's going to be Salah on the right. No reason, really, to bench Salah for the remainder of these games. We need that assist record. So I want to see Salah with the ball. I want to see him whipping those crosses in to Gakpo and to Lucho Diaz, who I think starts up top. Why change something? If you want to win this game, if Arne Slot really wants to win this game, why would you change anything from that 5-1 thrashing of Tottenham? It's just this team is gelling and jiving, so why not? So here's my score prediction. I actually think that Liverpool have a clean sheet in this one. I do. I think Chelsea, they're doing well. They scored a goal against Everton. They scored 2 against Fulham. They scored 2 against Ipswich. They didn't score against Brentford, and they only scored 1 against Tottenham. I think Liverpool's defense can clamp down on this team and come away with a clean sheet, and I think they can score 2 goals. Hopefully 2 Mo Salah assists. But I think they can score 2 goals against this Chelsea team. I think they come away with a win. And I think Arne Slot is going to want to continue to rack up those points. I think he hears the narrative. I don't think he cares about it, but I think he hears the narrative that this is a lucky championship and that this Liverpool team isn't that great and that the Premier League is just garbage. I think he wants to eclipse that 90-point mark in his first season, and I think he's going to go for it. I really do. So I'd love to know what you think. Get your comments in below. As always, up the Reds.